And gents, so what is going on everyone? My name is Blitzwinger, and today's episode of Customs for LEGO Incredibles is really for all of you anime fans out there, because you guys have been asking me to create a few different anime characters, but of course the most prominent two that I've heard over and over and over again are the two that we're actually going to go on ahead and attempt to build today, and those are of course Vegeta and Goku. So we're going to go on ahead and teleport to Edna Mode's house in order to set up shop at the customizer area so that we can go on ahead and actually begin work on said characters. Now, of course, do not forget, guys, like always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider hitting that like button. That is always very highly appreciated. And on top of that, if there are any other specific characters that you yourself would personally like to see created in an upcoming episode of Customs, you can go on ahead and let me know down in the comments section below. So we're going to go on ahead and I think we'll save Vegeta for last, because I feel like he's going to be probably easier to make, honestly, because of the hair, and because we know that that hairstyle is available in the game. Whereas Goku, we're going to need to really improvise a lot. So first of all, with Goku, I guess we just need kind of a plain smiling face, kind of like that, right? Now, as far as the hair is concerned, that's going to be the toughest part here. I guess we could use maybe something like that, sort of, for Goku. And of course, we would recolor it black. Oh, man. Maybe even... no. Because even though Goku does have that, like, giant little bit of hair sticking to the side... Giant little bit of hair. Does that make sense? Kind of. But I just feel like that does not really work. Obviously, this is the one we're going to use for Vegeta. And if we were to make Goku Super Saiyan, then we would obviously be able to use this hair as well. But for now, we're going to go on ahead and just create the regular version of the character. And then in the future, maybe we'll create the other version. Is that one good? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not the best hairstyle. If we were making a Master Roshi, this would be not a problem at all. Yeah, that won't work either. I think that's really the best, honestly. Because it's spiky enough to where it looks like spiky hair and everything, but it's not over the top to the point where it's a little bit redonkulous, so to speak. So I think that's the one we're going to go with. We're obviously going to remove the cape, even though I kind of think Goku with a cape would look kind of cool, actually. But let's see, for arms, I wouldn't mind something that has a little bit of blue. Like, that's too much, obviously, because he does have, like, arm wraps and then also a little bit on the shoulders. So maybe we could bring in a tiny little bit of blue into the costume somehow. That would be excellent. But it... oh, actually... oh, man, that one has a badge on the shoulders. If it didn't, that would have totally been a good option. Oh, maybe this one? Hey, that might work, actually. The light blue there. Obviously, we're going to have no gloves because Goku is a hand-to-hand combat specialist. And the toughest part is going to be this, which is to find something that is orange and blue, mostly. But ideally, even orange. That's a pretty funny costume for Goku, actually. Chest hair Goku right there. That's the way to go. Oh, man. There really isn't a lot of options, huh? For orange. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. That's probably the best one so far, honestly. The best option, because it actually is orange, like proper orange. We're not going to use the Reflex's skin, even though it would be pretty funny. Especially with the amount of food that Goku consumes, you would think he would have reflex problems, but... we're going to assume that he does not, because he's Goku and he burns an insane amount of calories. So we're just going to pretend like that would not apply to Goku. So I think that that's probably what we have to use, honestly, because outside of that, I feel like everything else is going to look... it doesn't even look somewhat similar, whereas this at least looks a little bit similar. Now, here's the other issue, is that I guess there's not even orange legs. Okay, well, first I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Let's look. So we want something that's mostly orange and blue, ideally. That would be great. Well, I guess that kind of, sort of fits the bill, realistically speaking. And you know what? If there's hips that match that, and these should be alphabetically ordered, shouldn't they? Or are they not? Yeah, they are. But we don't have... that's kind of odd. They don't have those hips. But I guess these orange ones kind of match, so I think that that will work. All right, so that's not bad, actually. Starting to come together pretty well. So, as far as powers, I think it would be kind of cool to give him maybe even an ability like this, because it will look somewhat like a Kamehameha or something. But I feel like more fitting to the character is probably, simply put, just the strength ability. So I think that should work really, really well for Goku-kun. Is it Goku-kun or Goku-san? I don't know. I've never understood the proper pronunciation of san, kun, and when do they use it, and so on and so forth. But hey, if you guys know, let me know down in the comment section below. Also, let me know what your favorite Dragon Ball character is, because I'd love to hear that. So, with that in mind, now we're going to go on ahead and move on to Vegeta, who is probably not going to be much easier to make, because even though we have the hair, which is great, the torso is going to be equally a problem, because obviously he wears this... Well, again, depends which Vegeta we're using, but essentially he wears this kind of vest that's white and yellow, and I don't think there's anything like that in the game, so that's something that we're going to need to obviously be aware of and design accordingly, so to speak. We will... Oh, I wonder if we could have used this for Goku's hair. I almost feel like that might have worked better, right? What do you guys think? I'm going to listen to you guys, and then on the next episode, I'll adjust it if you guys like that one better. Okay, so we're going to use that hair. Then for the face, honestly, we could just reuse the same face. Or maybe if there's a face that's a little... Well, it's not going to be more angry, because I just don't think that they have expressions like that on their faces right off the bat. I think that that happens when you give them abilities and so on and so forth. So because of that, I think we're going to stick with the same face. Now, good thing is we're going to stick with the white gloves, because Vegeta does wear white gloves. So that's kind of a nice point for us, because it's something that we don't have to worry about. We will recolor the arms dark blue if it's available. Kind of like that. There we go. And now it's a matter of finding a good torso piece for this character. So ideally we want something that's blue and white. Kind of like that, but that's... Yeah, that's not going to really work, obviously. Ooh, I just got an idea. That kind of looks good as well. But my idea is actually to go on ahead and... That one might look good too. Yeah, that's a pretty decent one as well. Kind of works. But I feel like it would be kind of cool to use... let me show you which torso. This torso. For Vegeta, right? Because I think that kind of fits the character. And will work with the style that we're going for. Plus it gives him that vest look, which I think will work really, really nicely. So... let's see. Once we get the legs going, and if they match up and everything, then we're going to be golden, you know? So I think he has black boots, but he might have white boots as well. So I don't remember. Either white or black. But fortunately, things are made a little bit easier for us, because in the game here, they don't have the option for dark blue and white boots. So... saves us a little bit of time, as we now know that we have to select the one that we have chosen. So, no options, and therefore less mistakes. I'm not gonna lie, this was kind of insanely easy, and I think that it's actually a pretty decent take on the character. Now, I will give him different powers than Goku, just so that he stands out a little bit more. I would love to give him the ability to fly, just like I would with Goku, but it needs to make sense with what powers. I guess those right there, that would kind of work, right? So we're going to give him those powers right there. And then, of course, ladies and gents, it is time to proclaim the King of all Saiyans, the Prince of all Saiyans, right? The one and only Vegeta as a member of the LEGO Incredibles video game roster. So we're going to go on ahead and test out both of these characters just to show them out in the world, kind of how they handle, how they control, and so on and so forth. So let's head over to the outside of Edna's house. And then we're going to take a look at the actual characters that we've created. So let's start with Goku, who is right here. And again, I think it's a pretty good take on the character. Obviously, I would have loved to have it be more orange. And that hue of blue is actually not terrible. So I don't mind the blue there necessarily. But the orange, obviously, ideally would have been much more of a saturated orange. That would have been nice. But unfortunately, that's not an option in the game. So we have to kind of accept what is available and go along with it. Then we do have, of course, Vegeta as well, who looks insanely, insanely awesome and epic. I love the vest. I think that that works really, really, really well. And of course, unlike Goku, he also does have the ability to fly, or unlike Goku, he has the ability to fly. I don't know why I said also. And he can go on ahead and get around very quickly. It would have been cool if we could have given the characters teleportation like you can in LEGO Marvel's Superheroes, so that then we could actually do the instant... is it called instant transmission or instant teleportation? Whatever it's called, something along those lines. We could have exemplified those powers for either one of our hero characters here. And Vegeta, of course, is kind of a weird, like, anti-hero, I would classify him as, because he begins as a villain straight up, and then slowly but surely he turns to the good side and becomes a fully fledged hero. And then with the Buu Saga, he has a little bit of a misstep where he becomes a little bit villainous again, but then things are back to normal. So either way, ladies and gents, let me know what you guys think of the two designs. Also, let me know what other designs you would like to see, whether it be from Dragon Ball or maybe some other anime shows that you would like to see appearing in the customs for Lego Incredibles. Thank you guys so very much for watching today's video. I'll catch you guys here next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.